to start playing those songs, but I owe a lot of it to Joe. He loaned me this fiddle, and at the time it had been left to his father, and somewhere along the line there it had been stored in an attic for a while, and it had come apart and moisture had unglued it. And so when I got it, Joe had got someone to put it back together, but they hadn't done a great job of it, and so it didn't have much of a voice to it. It had kind of the higher part of the voice was there, but there was no body to it really. And I scratched away on that for years when I started off. I didn't know if it was me or the fiddle, or I didn't know what was the problem. You know, because you never know. Some days you're like, it's gotta be me, I'm just a terrible fiddle player, you know. And then after you start playing a few more fiddles, you start to realize, you know, sort of that sometimes it's a little bit of both. But anyway, just last year or a couple of years ago, I was down in Cowhead, and my father had stayed in the family. My father had been playing it, and I happened to be down there around Christmas time. Didn't have my own fiddle, so I took this one out to a party and played it all night. And by the end of the night, I was thinking, well, there's got to be something to this. It's definitely got something there. It just needs to be. You could see on the back that it hadn't been put together very well, so I brought it into St. John's and got a fellow named Rodney DeVries to put it back together for me. He basically took it apart again and put it back together. And the first time I played it, I was so happy because it had its voice back, you know, or it had a new one maybe, you know, like so that was since then I've been playing it again. So we've had a reunion now after so many years. It's nice. If you're up close to it, you can see. I mean, this was played. This has been on the Labrador Coast for well over 100 years now, and the fingerboard has dents in it from all the fiddle tunes that were played on it. You can see where people put their fingers down, so that helped when I was learning, actually. I put my fingers in the holes. And so over the years, I picked up tunes from lots of different people, and so maybe I'll play a couple of tunes from fiddle players that I've learned from over the years. So I'll do a tune that a friend of mine, Johnny Formage, used to play, and he was a fiddle player from Lourdes, and he later lived in Cornbrook. And it's a song called Rosin the Bow, and Johnny used to do it with all this like double stop fiddling, so I'll see if I can kind of get it the way he did.